My favorite part about studying stuff for classes that aren't in my major is memorizing all of these diagrams. I'm not really memorizing them, but knowing what they mean, and I'm quite bad at that. Hello there, guys! Welcome back to the vlog! It's 11:30. It's late. Don't worry, I didn't just wake up. And by 11:30, I mean 11:30 p.m. And I didn't just wake up, I've been up for like almost all of today. I just completely forgot to vlog. But welcome back. Today is a day where I need to spend a lot of time studying, because tomorrow I need to study too, because on Monday I have 2 exams, and on Tuesday I have another exam. I love exams. I love them so much. No, I'm kidding, I hate exams. But yeah, I've been reviewing a little bit right now. Let's see, I have to go through all of these different design patterns. This is one thing of this one class that I'm taking I really don't like. Where is it? Need to know all of those things right there, and then I need to know everything for the second exam. So all of those things on the bottom. And I have nothing against memorizing stuff, but there are times when I feel like this class is a little pointless in that it's just do patterns. I mean, half of it is work on a large group project, and the other one is here are a bunch of patterns. Honestly, I feel like this class should have been split up into 2 separate classes, where one part of the class was work on all of the projects, and the other one was all of the patterns, because they feel so disconnected that it makes the class a little awkward. But I'm doing pretty well on these so far. Let's see, I know what this one is. Do I know what this one is? I know what this one is, I just don't really know how to apply it. I don't know what this one is. Do I know what this one is? I totally know what that one is. I sort of know what this one is. I know what most of this stuff is. It's just a bunch of memorization at this point. There isn't too much crazy stuff that I need to do, but I do need to know all these graphs for all of these things. So many things. But I'm hungry. I haven't had a proper dinner yet. I'm gonna go make some food. I love food. So today is a day for banana bread. I've made this before, but this will be the second time I'm making it, and hopefully this time I actually do it correctly. So this is what I need. Oh, wait, scroll up a little bit. Here's what I need, and here's how to make it. Hopefully I do it right this time, because last time I forgot to add salt, and that made it taste not really bad, but it felt like it was missing something in terms of flavor. So I need the 2 eggs. What else do I need? Eggs, some baking flour, salt, butter. Oh, yes, butter. A disgusting amount of butter. I can never remember how much butter I need for this. I just know that I need a lot. So I'll get that. I think it's like 1 or 2 sticks of butter that go into this thing, so it's not healthy, but it sure is tasty. Got part of it over here, and the other half of it over here. Actually, I can move this over here now. Going to need to add in this molten butter. Jesus Christ, this stuff is really hot. Ooh, yeah. Last time I did this, I made a huge mess, so I was a fair bit more careful to not have a repeat of that, but that is a full stick of butter right there. Yes, this is a tasty banana bread, not healthy banana bread. So as soon as I get that out, now I have to add the bananas, which have reached quite a state of overripe, but you know, that's what's supposed to happen. I don't think I can do this with one hand. With one hand. Yeah, I've added everything together on this side. First, I'm going to mix all of this, because if I mix it while it's, I'm going to use the same whisk for both of these since I only have a single whisk, but if I mix it afterwards, it's going to get all sticky before it's all mixed. So let's do this. The first time I did this, I did not melt the butter I added in the brown sugar too late, and as a result, like, there were clumps of sugar, which, I mean, really aren't, that's not the worst thing to happen, but I do feel like that affected it. This time, though, I think it's going to be much better, since everything's going to be properly mixed together into one gigantic goo, and then mixed and combined correctly. So, I can't do this with one hand. I'll have to, resume as soon as I finish mixing this. So the stuff is getting quite mixed. It's now pretty smooth, and it's about time for me to combine it. I think I need to do this somewhat slowly. Yes, okay, so I need to do this, and then I need to be quite careful with how I do it, because if you overstir this, then it makes the resulting bread not exactly moist and delicious. So let's get all of this. And then stir to moisten. At least that's what it says. Oh, geez. Gotta be careful. Oh no, I'm making a mess. I always make a mess whenever I mix flour. I don't know how you're supposed to do it in a not messy way. And it is poured out of that and into here. It's really hard pouring from this, I just realized, because this is a very heavy glass bowl. Next time I'll do it in the opposite way, or I'll combine it in the reverse way, so I don't have to lift this up with one hand, because that's a very heavy bowl. But the final step is to put the camera down, because I can't actually take this tinfoil out one-handed. And then, oh, I'll come rescue you in a second, camera. There we go. And then to wrap up this thing in tinfoil to keep it nice and moist as it bakes. And it should be good to go. So, open up the oven. Oh, it's really hot. Throw this guy in. Oh, it's still really hot. Close that. And set a timer for 60 minutes. Because that's how long it takes. Honestly, that didn't take too long to prepare. Cleanup is probably going to be longer than prepare time, which I always find quite ironic, but fill that bowl up. I need to fill this guy up, and I'll just let him soak for a while because I don't want to scrub it. But yeah, that's banana bread. It's really easy to make, actually. Like, the first time I made it, though, I super messed it up. I did a couple of things out of order. Like I said, I didn't mix in the brown sugar correctly, so it never dissolved into anything, and instead it was just kind of spread everywhere lumpily. And I forgot salt, both of which kind of resulted in banana bread that still tasted okay, but I'm definitely a lot more excited about this. So I'm going to clean up, and then I have to make actual dinner, which is just going to be a sandwich that I toast. Because, well, and I have to use this bread because I haven't baked any normal bread since the last time you guys watched me bake bread. So, yep, I'm excited. 6.5 minutes remain. It smells really good in here, though. I'm super excited. And there are some parties going on outside. I've been hearing that a lot, but who cares about parties when you have banana bread? The deed is done. It is time to check on it to see if it is done. So, open this up. Ooh, I was just hit by a wave of heat. Smells good. I can see a slight bulge, so I think that means that it started to expand, or it expanded quite a bit. Grab this oven mitt right here. So what I need to do now is take it out and poke it with a fork just to see if it is cooked through enough. So, wish me luck. Ooh, that's heavy. And whew, I can feel the heat coming out of there. Wah! Okay, the question is, though, is it done? It's done, guys. The bread has been made to completion. Now that it is done, need to get a cutting board for it because this one is still quite a bit wet, so I can't use this one. Just plop that over there. Grab this guy right here. Grab, not the bread knife, not the slicing knife, this knife. This will make cutting the bread very easy. And now I just gotta take it and tip it over and let it rest for a minute, because that's apparently what you're supposed to do. I don't know why, but you're supposed to do that, and then I'll give it a little shake and yoink it out in a minute. It's taste test time. No better time to taste this than when it is fresh. Looks good, but it's also like 8,433 degrees, so might be a little bit too hot. Let's see. It's not bad. Actually, it's quite good, but not as sweet as I made it last time. So, maybe it's healthier. Yeah, I think I definitely used a lot more sugar last time. Mainly because I kind of followed two different recipes, and I used the one that had more sugar in it. But this is light. This is actually really good. Success. a little while later and several slices of banana bread later, you might be wondering, why the heck is there a jar of pickles here? Well, this jar of pickles has a story behind it. So many months ago when I broke my arm, I had recently bought this jar of pickles. And while my arm was broken, I really wanted pickles because I love pickles. They taste great. But because I only had a single arm and I really couldn't put much weight on this arm, I couldn't open this jar of pickles. And nor could the couple of people that I asked to open this jar of pickles open the jar of pickles. So now that I have both arms, will I be able to open the jar of pickles? Let's see. Jar of pickles, you've been conquered. This has actually been sitting in my fridge for a long time, but let's see, I don't know where it's printed. I think it's printed on here? Maybe? Somewhere in here. Ah, yes. These are good until May 24th, 2016, and it is currently like a month before then. So I'm gonna assume that these are perfectly fine because, you know, they're pickles. They're meant to, they're meant to be, they are meant to last for a long time, so they're probably gonna be fine. But yeah, ever since I broke my arm, they've just kind of been sitting in the back of my fridge, completely forgotten. So they're probably okay. But I'm gonna end the vlog off here. If for some reason they're not okay and I'm dead, tomorrow you'll know what happened. Heck, if that happened, then this vlog might not ever get up, but I promise you, I most likely will probably not die by consuming these. But I'm gonna end off the video today? No, right now. I have been doing some of this review stuff, and it is going pretty well. I actually have most of the stuff down at a very high level. I just need to go find some nuances that I'm not 100% sure on. Then I'm going to probably do a little bit of other review for a different class, and then more review for the other class. But before I go, I'm going to show you guys this picture. I was watching Fate Stay Night, the remake, and that episode happened. Or I shouldn't say I was watching it, I was rewatching it. And that scene happened. And I had to take a picture of it because I remember this scene happening when I watched it the first time, and I just took a picture of it and sent it to all my friends that also watched it. And I'm like, guys, remember this? But okay, it's enough talk. I gotta eat a pickle. I'll see you guys tomorrow.